The wonderful world of sports is mostly limited to the best known, watched, or played ones. But taking a closer look at some of the lesser known, yet true, sports of the world will either leave you saying, "Unbelievable," or "I don't believe it." The sports mentioned here are some of the unusual we're. Number 1. One of the oldest lesser known and most bizarre sports in the world, caber toss is something that hails from breathtaking Scotland. And while we are on the topic of breathtaking, how about tossing large wooden poles over a certain distance? Yes, the Scots have found a way to make throwing logs int. The objective of the sport is not really to throw the logs farther, but it is to land the top of the log near the person throwing it. If all this is not good enough for you, picture this. All the participants must wear a kilt to the sport. So basically it's a group of men in skirts throwing around big. Number 2. Bossa ball. This sport originated in Spain and is slowly growing in popularity. It is definitely a sport for the adrenaline-filled athletes. Based on the concept of the sport volleyball, bossa ball's rules are similar except for part where there is a trampoline involved. Players jump and either kick or hit the ball over the net into the opponent's area. There are 3 to 5 players on each team and a point is awarded when the ball touches the floor. It is an energetic sport that requires a lot of stamina and athleticism or just a very bouncy trampoline. Either way, fun to watch and try. Number 3. Worm charming. Worm charming is a bizarre sport that involves trying to attract worms out of the ground by playing music. The music supposedly attracts the worms, who then come to the surface. The sport originated in England and is still popular there today. Number 4. Swamp soccer is a popular sport in Finland that involves playing soccer in a swamp. The sport is thought to have originated in the 1960s and is still popular today. So there you have it. One of the most bizarre sports that actually exist, from bull running to cheese rolling. These sports are sure to entertain and amaze. Number 5. Quidditch is a popular sport in the Harry Potter franchise that has been adapted to the real world. The sport is played with 2 teams of 7 players who try to score goals with a quaffle ball while avoiding being hit by bludgers balls and catching the golden snitch, a small, fast-moving ball. Quidditch is thought to have originated in the 1990s and is still popular today. Number 6. This might be hard to understand, but just picture hockey played underwater. Simple. Well, according to spectators, not so much. Just like field hockey, ice hockey, or air hockey, the objective is to use a stick or paddle in case of air hockey to hit a puck or ball into the opponent's goal because it is played underwater. The sport is aptly named octopus by participants. The teams consist of 6 players and are surprisingly very common around the world. Although having a huge spectator crowd is virtually impossible because of the playing field, or pool to be more precise. Number 7. Bull running is a popular sport in many parts of the world, especially Spain. The objective of the sport is to run in front of a bull and hopefully not get gored. Bull running can be traced back to the Middle Ages and is still a popular sport today, despite the inherent dangers. Number 8. Cheese rolling is a popular sport in England that involves rolling a cheese down a hill. The first person to reach the bottom of the hill wins the cheese. The sport is thought to date back to the 17th century and is still popular today. People try to run down the slope, but quite predictably end up rolling or sliding down like the cheese. The winner of the race wins the round of cheese as well as a few bruises and scars, and if they're lucky, maybe a broken bone or 2. Number 9. Blind soccer is one sport that encourages disabled people to get out of their comfort zone and explore something that the whole world takes part in. It is pretty much like regular soccer, except for the ball, which is filled with pebbles or marbles, which help the players locate it, and the only people who do have the ability to see are the goalies. All in all, a very exciting sport to watch or take part in. Number 10. We have reached the end of this somewhat hard-to-believe list, and we end it with a bang or bite. This is hands down the most bizarre sports I have ever come across. Ferret legging is actually a sport and has been continued for many years all across the world. It is basically a sport to show off the man within, but could change the manly part in a couple of minutes. The idea is to tie the pants at the ankles so that there is no escape route. And to drop 2 ferrets into the pants, the person with the longest time wins. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below.